Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're gonna be talking about working out. I'm gonna give you guys like a rundown of like my workout routine, what I eat every day. Like for the most part, I don't have a strict diet that I follow, but just like general guidelines. Especially a new diet I've been kind of doing for the last couple months that I feel like has really helped me kind of like lean out a bit lately. Because honestly, I feel like this is a perfect time to do this video because it's like summertime now, and I feel like I want every girl to be a menace this summer. Like I want us all popping out in our skimpy little bikinis, you know, doing the most. So I thought I would record this video because I haven't really spoken much about, you know, how much I really love to work out on my channel yet. I think I mentioned it briefly like in my little glow up talk kind of video. But basically I'm addicted to working out. Like I'm a workout girly. Like I need my workouts basically every day. I normally do 5-6 days a week, and I don't work out on Sunday. That's the Lord's day. We don't work out, we rest on Sundays. So that's generally how my week looks. And one thing I've noticed with some people sometimes when I tell them that, some people will be like, oh, like, do you take a break? Sometimes I don't take a break from working out. Like I consistently work out all throughout the year, 5 to 6 times a week at all times. And I feel like that's something that people lack with working out, like consistency and just staying on your routine no matter what. Because even if I, like, for example, I'll go on vacation, I don't always work out on vacation, but there's no chance that I won't work out for a week on vacation and then come back and not get back into like my workout routine, you know? So yeah, so I wanted to talk about that in today's video because I get quite a few questions on like my workout routine and what I eat in a day over on my TikTok. I thought I would do a more kind of like in-depth video on it for YouTube, because I posted like little outlines here and there on TikTok. I'll link those below for you guys if you want like a summarized version to kind of like help guide you. So yeah, so let's kind of get into it. I'm gonna start first with like my workout routine because I feel like that's kind of easy to go through. My diet like varies a bit and whatever, we'll talk about it. So for my workout routine, right, like I said, I work out 5 to 6 times a week, and I started working out, I will say, like when I was a kid in Jamaica. I started working out. Like there was a time my parents both started to get into the gym because like my mom was like borderline diabetic, and my dad was like hypertensive or something. Like both of them have like both of those that run in their family. So my parents started to get into the gym a lot, and then like we all started to get into it as kids as well. So I think I was maybe like, I went to high school at 11. So I think maybe at like 13, 14, I started to like go to the gym, but I wasn't really like super into it. We were always active kids, but I wasn't really like super into it yet. And then maybe like as I got older, I got super into it, and I've been consistent with it kind of like ever since then. I would say probably since like 16 onwards. When I went to university onwards, I have been super consistent with working out, because obviously in high school, you know, like it's a different structure. At first when I would start working out, I would focus strictly on like weightlifting and obviously like incorporate some cardio. My workout routine that I've been doing lately, I feel like has made me see the biggest transformation in my body. And what I've been doing is, so I will do 2 to 3 days of Pilates, and then I will do 3 days of weight training. So my week will look like this. On Monday, I will do 30 minutes on the Stairmaster and then go to my Pilates class. I go to, the Pilates that I do is the Legree method on the Megaformer. And what I did actually, which I feel like is good for people to do when they're starting out trying Pilates for the first time, is I went around and tried a few different studios and decided which one I like best, because there are different kinds of Pilates, which I didn't know at first either. So they're different kinds, so you kind of want to see what you like best. And I found that the Legree method at the studio that I go to now here in Houston is like, I felt was giving me the best workout. I felt like I would see more results from. So I kind of just stuck with that one, and I've been doing it for quite a few months now. Probably almost a year now I've been doing Pilates. So yeah, Monday I will do 30 minutes on the Stairmaster, go to Pilates. And then on Tuesday, I will do a leg focused weight routine with my trainer. So I will go to the gym and I'll warm up on the Stairmaster for 15 minutes, and then we'll do a full, you know, leg focused routine. So like leg press, leg extension, leg curl, and we normally do 5 sets of every exercise. But my trainer comes up with his own kinds of things. So if you want some examples of my leg days, you can let me know and I can do that in another video. But that's what Tuesday will normally be. Then Wednesday, I will do 30 minutes walking on incline on the not the Stairmaster. I love the Stairmaster. Like, it's my favorite cardio machine. But I meant to say the treadmill. So I'll do 30 minutes walking on the treadmill, incline. Like, I'll do like 12, 3:30, but 3 is too slow of a pace for me to walk at. So I normally walk at like 3.5 to 4 on 12 incline for 30 minutes. And then I'll do upper body weights for at least like another hour plus, right? Then Wednesday, I will do glutes. So I'll do the same thing. I'll warm up 15 minutes on the Stairmaster, and then my trainer will take me through a glutes routine, usually like hip thrusts, glute kicks, stiff leg deadlifts. Like it varies each week on what we're focusing on for my glute day and what the glute routine will look like. So again, I can post some examples if you guys want me to. And then Friday morning, I will do 30 minutes again on the Stairmaster, and then go do a Pilates class. And then on Saturday, I'll normally mix up my routine and do maybe like a soul cycle, or I'll do light cardio and then Pilates. I don't do weight training on Saturdays normally. And then Sunday, like I said, I'd rest. So that's normally what my average workout week will look like. And the biggest change that I made recently is like incorporating Pilates into my routine. And I feel like if you're trying to lose weight, just doing Pilates alone is not going to help you. Like, you need to have the combination of the cardio and the Pilates. When I started doing Pilates, I wasn't like focused on losing a whole bunch of weight. I was trying to tone my body in a different way, particularly my core. So I felt like the abs that I was doing in the gym wasn't giving me the results that I wanted to see on my core. But girl, one thing I will tell you, Pilates is going to snatch you. It's going to snatch your waist beyond belief. And like, I already had a small waist, but how strong my core feels now compared to before I started Pilates, unmatched. It's just so much better. And I'm now addicted to Pilates. Like, I love it so much. And I think I also noticed, I'll give you some tips in Pilates too. Pilates is about like slow, controlled tension and keeping the tension going throughout the class. So I'll see a lot of girls in Pilates doing the moves like super fast. And I'm like, you're not getting the results that you want when you're doing that in the class. It may feel like it's making it easier or like helping you get through it, but it's better to like have the slow, control, continuous tension. And that's really what's gonna like help elongate and tone your muscles in the class. And then another thing, me and my Pilates instructor were actually talking about this the other day, because she went and did a Pilates class in Miami that was being taught by these guys, right? So how you have your stance in Pilates, especially for the leg moves, makes a huge difference. Because we call it, like, I think we kind of made this up, I don't know if it's a thing, if it's like a real thing, but like if you don't have like that hinge like forward when you're doing a lot of the leg moves in Pilates, you're not going to be like, you're going to be working more of your quads than your glutes. And also another thing to focus in Pilates is like that mind muscle connection. And that's where you find those like Pilates shakes, which I didn't know everyone can't find. And me and my Pilates instructor were talking about that as well. So I would say those are like 3 tips for when you're like in Pilates. Like if you really want to be like, you know, building your glutes, like make sure you're hinging forward. And then that also takes pressure like off your hip flexors and you're not using your quads as much. Because like for the girls, we're trying to work our glutes. Like we want the BBL look, okay? Without actually having to get a BBL. Yeah, those are some tips for Pilates, but I will say incorporating it has changed my workout routine so much. But I will say I wouldn't do Pilates alone all week. I think if you're trying to like, one of my friends from Jamaica asked me this the other day on Instagram, because I post Pilates a lot, and she was trying to get into it and was like asking me how I feel it like works for like glute growth. So I was like kind of giving her some workout tips. So I feel like I wouldn't do Pilates alone. Like I feel like the Pilates and weight training combination is the ideal combination to like shape your body if you're trying to get like, you know, that she's super thick, she's super pretty, her body T kind of look, like, you know what I mean, like the snatched waist, you know, the I don't want to say the BBL look because not all BBLs look great, but you know what I mean. Like you want to get like that glute pump and still like snatch your waist at the same time and have your body be like leaned out. I think that's the best combination, but obviously like diet plays a big role, and we'll get into like the diet tips next. But I feel like that's the ideal like workout combination. Unless your goal is to be like super skinny. Like I'm not trying to tell anybody what their goals are. And I feel like when you're working out, you should also have like goals in mind of what you're trying to achieve for your body. Okay, let's talk about dieting a little bit. Used to, before a couple months ago, normal eating schedule was like just normal, like 3 meals a day. I'm not the kind of person who snacks though. So like there are not many snacks that I like. If anything, I'll like have a banana, or I'll eat like, there are these gluten-free chips that I like from Trader Joe's that I'll snack on, or like cashews I'll snack on. But like I'm not a big, like I don't always need to be snacking throughout the day. I know some people are like that, but I'm not. So keep that in mind with what I'm telling you. Maybe if you're like that, you may need to adjust this for, you know, how you like to eat. Just eat regular, like 3 meals a day. They were all balanced meals, like a vegetable, protein, and like a carb. And that would be my 3 meals for the day, right? Now, I did this before. I always do my workouts fasted as well. So I wake up, I like to get my workout done first thing in the morning. I'm not an evening workout person. Like I'm a 5 a.m. workout girly. Like if I have work and the choice is between working out before work or after work, I'd rather get up at 4 or 5 a.m., get my workout over with, start my day, than working out at the end of the day. So I'll get my workout in fasted every single time. I always work out fasted. And then I used to like have my breakfast and a latte, and then have lunch. My lunch would probably be like a rice bowl or something with like rice, chicken, vegetables, and then have dinner. And dinner would probably be something similar to lunch, like a rice, chicken, vegetables, like a bowl like that, or like some kind of stir fry, or like ground turkey and rice and like steamed cabbage or something like that. Like those would be some of the meals that I'd rotate. Now, my trainer and I were talking a bit about like changing up what I've been doing for my diet, and so this is what I started to change my diet to now. So I'll wake up, still get my workout in fasted first thing in the morning. When I'm done my workout, I'll have a ginger turmeric tea. Turmeric is also great for like inflammation. Ginger, I love ginger teas because it is great for inflammation and just like helps with like your gut health. And hot girls have IBS, so I'd be like, my stomach is just like so sensitive, and like always, like it's so easy for me to get bloated and like my stomach to be irritated or whatever. So have a ginger turmeric tea first thing, and then I'll have a vegetable smoothie. So there's a smoothie I like to get. I don't make it myself. It's from Earthcraft Juicery here in Houston. It's called the Summertime. It has kale, cucumber. Let me look it up and tell you what it has. Summertime has kale, cucumber, pineapple, moringa leaf, banana. Sorry, it has sweet potato, almond milk, ginger, hemp seeds, and dates. I asked them to take out the sweet potato. I asked them to add sea moss, and I also asked them to add a glowing skin booster that has chia seeds, moringa leaf, and camu berry. I really only add this one because I want the chia seeds, because I think having chia seeds first thing in the morning can help with like de-bloating your stomach and like digestive system. So yeah, I'll have that smoothie. I don't always have that every day. Sometimes I'll just have the tea. Say I'll be done my workout. Like if I'm going to the office, so I normally get to the office late, so these are probably not times normal people can follow, but say I finish my workout around 9, right? Or 8, like 8:30. Let's say 8:30. I finish my workout around 8:30. I come home, shower, and I have my tea like while I'm getting ready. have my smoothie, and then I also like having something warm as the first thing in my body. So like in the morning, I also only really drink room temperature water. I'm not drinking cold water during my workouts. So yeah, I'll have the smoothie, and then I'll have an iced latte. And I make my iced lattes with oat milk because I feel like dairy, we all know the issues that with dairy, and it also irritates my stomach and normally makes me break out. So I'll do that and say I'm finished with that by like 10 or something, right? I don't eat anything until 12 or 1 o'clock. Like, so I don't really have like a full meal until 12 or 1 o'clock in the day. And then I'll have my lunch, and it'll be the same kind of thing. It'll be like a rice bowl with like chicken or ground turkey, and like white rice and vegetables. I feel like cabbage is the best vegetable ever. I love cabbage, I love broccoli, so like normally those are the vegetables like I'd be having in my bowls. Or a lot of the times when I'm at the office, I just get like a bowl at kava and have that. Kava's great. Also, when I'm getting my bowls, like I'm not getting a bunch of sauces on them. Like my bowls are very simple, but that's just like also how I like to eat. Like I enjoy eating healthy. Like that's what I crave. I'm not really the kind of person who's like, oh, I want a burger and fries. Like, I don't think I've ever said that. It's easier for me to eat healthy, and I find people are kind of like shocked by that sometimes. Like that's what I really want to be eating, and it's not like feeling limiting for me. So I get this may be more challenging for other people if you do like crave stuff like Chick-fil-A or like Burger King or like whatever other fast food, you know what I mean? So like definitely try limit those things if you're that kind of person. So yeah, that's what I'll normally have for lunch. And then at the end of the day, for dinner, I normally have, say I'll have lunch 12, 1 o'clock. I'll have dinner at 6 o'clock, and it'll be the same kind of thing. Like I'll normally have like a noodle bowl or like a rice bowl, again with just like ground turkey, rice, and like steamed cabbage. Like I said, cabbage is so underrated. Or I'll have, Trader Joe's has these like Thai wheat noodles. I really like those. They almost remind me of like udon noodles. I'll have those with like any kind of meat in there. Like normally I'll have some like leftover of something, and then I'll put that in there, and I'll throw in like cabbage in there or any vegetable that I have, and just make that together. And I'll make like a little sauce. I make like a little sauce with like soy sauce and like Scotch bonnet or something like that, like something simple. And I'll do that for dinner, and I'll have that at like 6:30. And then after that, if I feel for something sweet, I have the Trader Joe's chocolate covered espresso beans. I'll have like 4 little espresso beans, and then I'll have like my ginger tea. And that's all I eat for the day. I don't eat again until midday the next day, basically. So that's kind of like what my average day looks like for how I eat. Obviously on the weekends I eat out sometimes. One thing I've also been trying to get better at is like limiting alcohol. Like I felt like I was drinking too much for a while. Like I'd be like, oh, I'll have like a glass or 2 of wine every other day. And the amount of calories in alcohol is crazy, especially wine. So I've been limiting my drinking to the weekends, like Friday and Saturday. Really, I'm trying to cut out Friday, like really just Saturday, and then you know that obviously like cuts back on your calories for the day. But yeah, that's generally like what I eat in a day. That's what I will eat in a day if I'm like going to the office. If I'm at home for lunch, I would have, instead of the like rice bowl, I would have 2 boiled eggs, some avocado, and like 1 piece of gluten-free bread, because I can't eat gluten. What is that? I can't eat gluten. I can eat gluten, but it just makes me super bloated. So I only eat gluten-free things and dairy-free things now. When I'm at home, I'll have like a breakfast meal as like my lunch meal. But when I was going to the office, I would have like a rice bowl, like I was saying, like from Kava, and then have something else for dinner. Sometimes I'd have breakfast for dinner if I got a rice bowl for lunch. Like generally all my meals like are balanced, like what I was saying, like vegetable, protein, and like some kind of starch. I've never felt like you have to be like cutting carbs, lose weight, or achieve your goals. Like I have never been on any diet where I don't eat carbs, ever. And I've never really like struggled to lose weight. So I don't think you have to be like starving yourself and not eating carbs to lose weight. I will say, obviously, like you can see from what I described, my diet doesn't contain that much sugar. Because also for like things that I drink, like I just really drink water. I don't really drink a lot of juice. Like I'll drink like green juices here and there. And I also like, there are these iced teas that Trader Joe has. I like those, but they're carbonated, so sometimes they make me feel bloated, so I don't always drink them. But that's like another drink I drink. So I don't really drink like sodas and stuff like that. So my diet does have very little like sugar in there, and all the meals are just pretty balanced. And I will say that people will obviously be like focusing on working out, which is great, but you're never going to achieve what you want for your body unless your diet is well balanced too. Because I've been working out for years, like I said, and it really wasn't until I kind of switched up my diet a bit that I started to lean out the way I did, and when I started to incorporate Pilates. I started incorporating Pilates before I started switching up my diet. So I could see the difference between what Pilates changed versus what the change in my diet actually changed, if you get what I mean. Like, makes sense. I was probably kind of like rambling a little bit, but yeah, I hope that makes sense, and I hope that's like helpful. I know obviously like I'm not a nutritionist, so, and I'm not a trainer also. I'm just telling you guys like what works for me, since people ask me that. So yeah, I hope that helps, and I can post like more examples of things if that would be helpful. Like I try to make my life easy when it comes to the diet things, or like what I eat, because honestly I don't love to cook unless it's like for somebody else. For me, I'm like, why am I doing all of this? Why am I doing all of this, all these dishes, all this cleaning up? I can't bother, especially after working all day. It's just like, girl, something has to give. So I like to keep my meals simple and you know, like straightforward. They still taste great, but it's not like you're coming and it's like a daunting task to be like, oh my gosh, I have to cook this, this, and this. I need 100 ingredients. It's gonna take me 2 hours to make this meal. Like, no, I like to keep things straightforward. Okay, yeah, I hope that helps. And if you guys want some examples of workout routines or recipes, then you guys can let me know, because I can like post more about that too and give you guys some more variety. But I hope to see all of us in our little bikinis this summer being menaces on the beach.